Welcome back to the Spring Major Expert Division qualifying round. This is hole number 3. We're setting up for a Thorn bounce up shot for the Albatross. You can use any P3 side spin 3 plus, wind 3 plus ball. So wind 3, 4, and 5 work with this shot. I have tested everything from a baby wind 5 to a king wind 3, and all have dropped and not needed any additional changes. So for the drive, we're going to start with our quarterback 9 plus. We're going to set up at P3 max rest, have the blue ring touching the rough on the left. 5 top spin, 3 left spin. So if you got a quarterback 10, perfect. You can set your 5 top, 3 left right off the get. Switch to the APOC Thorn bag. Adjust this one P3 plus 10% max. Make sure you're pulling this with a slight 1201 flicker. Full controlled overpower. And we're doing left curl so that our center line is splitting the shot circle in half on the left. Right? Split, split, right down the middle. Right? Just left of this notch up here. Right? And if you want another reference, we're splitting the black ring in half up here. Right? Just like so. Full controlled OP. Hit perfect. This drive has been great safe both sides, minor great, single greats. Here's what I'll tell you. If you do happen to hit a great right, it's going to change the approach just a little bit. You'll most likely be closer to the hole. Well, maybe not necessarily closer to the hole, further from the hole, but you will have to change your top spin for the approach shot. So the standard approach off of a perfect or a great left drive is 1 top spin only. Okay. If you hit the great right, then you'll end up using only a half a bar top spin. And with the 1 top spin, we're leaving the ball guide 1 square short. And with half a bar of top spin, we're leaving the ball guide half a square short. We're doing a check, a top of the blue ring check on the bunker to get our slider values. So we're having the blue ring touching here, and we're also having it touch here at the same time. That gives us our plus yard, which correlates into a slider value. So the check is as follows. Plus 6 is 85, plus 5 is 83, 4 is 81, 3 is 80, 2 is 78, 1 is 76, 0 is 75, minus 1 is 73, minus 2 is 72, and minus 3 is 70% slider with your Thorn 8 plus. If you catch a great right and you find yourself outside of plus yards here, or outside of the check, then you're most likely going to be in plus yards. Thorn P3 plus yards are as follows. 6 is 100, 5 is 98, 4 is 96, 3 is 94, 2 is 92, 1 is 90, 0, 88, minus 1 is 85, minus 2 is 83, and minus 3 is 81% slider. So a standard drive should be right around 371 to 372. You'll use 1 top spin only. You'll set up so that you're aimed at the center of the cup and you're touching the bottom of the dark row just below the hole, which is, I'm calling this 1 square, but it's 2 lines below the hole, right? And then aim center cup, right? If you're using only a half a bar of topspin, then you'll have the tip of your ball guide splitting that dark row instead of touching the bottom of it. Right? Less topspin, you need to be a little bit closer to make sure you don't come up short. Other than that, it is very important that you pull this with a slight 1201 flicker. So you don't want much, but you definitely want to avoid any 1159. So just a baby 01 flicker is all I'm doing here. No curl, no OP. P2 numbers plus 65% elevation at slider. P2 plus 65 at slider. Right? That has worked. Right there, I believe it was a 5-3 wind. And then over here, you're going to see a 9-1 wind. I'm not changing anything. Same adjustment, same everything. And they both drop very nicely. It's all in the pull angle on this one. If you're pulling it differently, you're going to get different results. So practice it. Make sure you get that pull angle squared away, and hopefully you'll be dropping this one just as consistently as we are. The only thing other thing that you need to note is that you should always have your red ring completely out of the rough and into the fairway. Because we're going to land, our first bounce is going to land about a ring and a half, maybe 2 rings short of where where it starts off. So you see right here, I'm pretty much maybe slightly left of center. It's called center right there. I'm a little bit above it, and we're still going to land way down here, right? So if you don't have your red ring completely into the fairway, out of the rough, there is a possibility that you clip the rough on your first bounce. So just make sure, no matter what, your red ring is completely into the fairway. If you have to tweak your spins a little bit, tweak your spins. Try not to put any side spin. Just use top spin only as needed. Seen all kinds of wind angles and wind strengths and have not needed to make any changes on this one. It's been a pretty good, consistent shot. So I wish you all the best of luck. I hope you all are walking away from this one with the Albatross. It's nice when a shot can accommodate free to play and paid balls without making any changes. So you see that was King Wind 9.1, and it came in center cup. So there you go. Good luck. We'll see you on the next one.